You say you're bored. No, you're not bored. You're terrified of the silence. Because the moment the noise stops, you finally hear your own thoughts. And most people hate what they hear. I've watched people panic the moment boredom shows up. Phone out, scroll, video, music, anything. Not because they're curious, because they're running. I've seen it in friends. I've seen it in strangers. The second nothing is happening, they rush to fill the gap with pleasure. Short videos, games, food, endless notifications. It looks harmless, but what they're really doing is sedating themselves, because boredom is dangerous. Boredom is the moment when the mind finally has space to speak. And when that voice shows up, it asks uncomfortable questions. Why are you still in that job you hate? Why are you wasting your potential? Why do you keep pretending you're fine? Most people don't want those questions, so they bury them. Another scroll, another distraction, another hit of dopamine. I've seen people laugh at their screens for hours, then sit quietly for 30 seconds and suddenly feel restless. That restlessness isn't boredom. That's their reality knocking on the door, and they refuse to open it because inside that silence lives the things they've been avoiding: regret, unfinished dreams, fear of failure. So they do the easiest thing possible. They escape. They call it entertainment, but most of the time, it's anesthesia. They numb themselves just enough to forget the life they know they should be fixing. And the longer they avoid boredom, the longer they avoid themselves. Here's the brutal truth I've realized watching people do this. The people who grow sit with boredom. They face the silence. They let the uncomfortable thoughts speak, because inside, boredom is where clarity lives. Ideas appear, truth surfaces, purpose starts whispering. But that only happens if you stop running. So when someone tells me they're bored, I don't hear boredom. I hear someone running away from their own thoughts, because boredom is just silence. And in that silence, the truth shows up. The truth about what you're avoiding. The truth about what you should be fixing. The truth about the life you know you're wasting. Most people can't handle that, so they grab their phone, open another video, look for another distraction. Not because they're bored, but because facing reality is harder than scrolling past it.